I'm gonna be installing my the kit for steering wheel controls on my Lancer. So here's the kit that I got. It is the ASWC-1. This is the new model of the ASWC. This one will self-program to your vehicle. You have to go to the website and then enter your vehicle information, and it'll tell you what you need. So the kit I paid $30 for on eBay, and this is what it includes. Your female end of 3.5 millimeter jack. We'll be using one of the wires for this one. Your little box, programming box. It does include a USB port here behind this little cover for updating firmware and whatnot. Include a resistor in case you do need it for programming as well. And then there's your main harness, which has the other side of the headphone jack, the male end of it, which in this case I will be using for my 08 Lancer. So for this one here, for my Lancer anyways, there's the two wires on the male end of the headphone jack. I will only be using the brown. There's a brown and a brown white. I'll only be using the brown the brown wire. On the main harness itself, of course, I'll be using the male end of the headphone jack that will get plugged in. Other than that one, we'll be using a red for power source, the black for ground, obviously, and there's a black and green, and that'll be used as well. So those are the three that I'll be using. Okay, so now we got the my harness here prepped up. Not much to do other than just pull off the wires that I needed, kind of tape up the other ones that I don't. It's like my dash taken apart over here already. Just gotta get that radio out and then do the harnesses and whatnot and start with that. So got my dash taken apart here, most of it anyway, and radio pulled out. Didn't take everything out. I don't want to plug on a harness and then have to put it back together. But so the first step is on the on your female end of your headphone jack, and again this is for the Lancer. Might be different for yours. You might not even need to use this. In this case I do. So there's the female. You got the brown and the brown white. For this installation I'll need the solid brown, and that will go into the remote wire for the Kenwood. On the Kenwoods they're marked as a blue with a yellow stripe on it, and they will be marked. I can't remember what the tag said on it because I took it off, but that's the first one. So that's the only one you need for this one. So have it there all set up just to be soldered. Then on the main harness of your Lancer, in this case because I had the factory stuff, I took it all off, so that one's kind of taped off. But at the main one, you need two wires, pin 9 and 19. I just took them off the harness here, cut them off because I'm running out all aftermarket stuff, so I don't need the rest of the wires. So you need the black and the blue. And again, when you print off the manual from the Axxess, if that's where you buy it from, they will give you a diagram. I'll show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. So there you got pin 9, the blue one, and 19, the black. So just follow the instructions, and what you gotta do basically is the black one, you gotta ground it, and the blue one you gotta use with the black. Let me just get the harness. You gotta use with the harness for the your interface here, and that one will go to your black and green wire. So this one here. So again, you gotta ground the black, then blue one will go to this black green. Then obviously you gotta ground the unit and power it. And with those two, I will just be splicing onto the harness of the radio there, so I don't have to do anything else. So those are the ones you need, and then basically we just plug in the wires and whatnot, and then plug it to the black box and start programming. So let me do that and we'll come back. Okay, so I got all the connections done. I've got the ground for the unit and the and pin 19 there all done, and I got pin number 9 going to the black green. Of course, I got the power source and the remote wire from the head unit itself. So now I'm going to start putting everything back together, and then it'll be a matter of just plugging this in, and it's supposed to self-program. And then the instructions, when you download them, like it'll give you all these sheets here. As you go to the back there, and it'll tell you what you need to do. So essentially, from what I read, is you just put the current ignition, and you watch for the LEDs to start blinking on the unit itself, and then just follow the blinks, make sure everything matches, and it'll self-program. And once that's done, then you should be able to use it. So I'll put everything back together, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so now it's all done. I put my radio back in there. I haven't screwed it back on, but it's in there right now. As you can see, it's got solid red on it. It's done its programming. It went a lot faster than I thought it would. It would take about maybe 15-second stops. So once you have all your wires plugged in, as your manual says, just put it on to ignition and let all the thing do its flashing and whatnot. It did include a resistor with it, like I showed you guys before, and he said I might need to use it, as this was my detected as JVC instead of a Kenwood. Maybe if you have a JVC, it's no big deal, but for a Kenwood, of course, the flames will be different. So it didn't do that. I didn't have to use it. Everything's good to go. So once again, it just flashed about 12 seconds, 15 seconds or so, and it's all done. So I'll show you here, and it's actually quite responsive. So because of the buttons that I have, that's what it will program. So that's what it will auto detect. So I'll use the volume up, and you can see it's. I'll hold it down, and works like factory. There's no delay, there's no lag on it, so I really like that. Of course, there's the Lancers have a track up and track down, so this is just the radio. So again, it's quite responsive. Really no lag on it, and of course it's got the mode, which basically you can switch between your functions. So you can go from radio to your disc to your iPod, and there on the screen will show you what you're switching to and whatnot. As you can see, it's, like I said, it's like factory. It switches quite quickly between your settings. I mean, the only lag is from the head unit itself. So yeah, it's that's what it's at now, and that's how you install it. So again, I think I bought this one for about 30 bucks, but I'll post the links in the description box, and you're good to go. So now if you have an aftermarket and you want to get the steering wheel controls back, it's a quick and easy install. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.